Welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered about the mysteries behind Hollywood's glamour? The untold stories of famous celebrities? The shocking secrets hidden inside luxurious mansions? Here, we bring you jaw-dropping truths, thrilling investigations, and exclusive revelations about the celebrity world like you've never seen before. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any fascinating stories. Turn on notifications to stay updated whenever we drop a new video.
Original Superman movies. Later generations came to know him as the vivacious patriarch in the Royal Tenenbaums. This was his last appearance at an award show in 2003 at the Golden Globes when he received a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Top of the world, Ma. Top of the world.
The mystery surrounding the death of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman and his wife at their home. On February 26, 2025, Hollywood was left in shock by tragic news. Legendary actor Gene Hackman, 95, and his wife, classical pianist Betsy Arakawa, 65, were found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home. What made this discovery even more unsettling was that their bodies were in an advanced state of decomposition, suggesting they had passed away several days before being found. This heartbreaking event not only left the film industry mourning, but also raised numerous unanswered questions. Why did both of them die under such mysterious circumstances? Was there anything unusual about their passing? Let's take a deeper look into this baffling case. According to reports from the Santa Fe police, a close friend of Hackman had been trying to reach him for several days, but received no response. Growing increasingly concerned, the friend alerted authorities, requesting a welfare check at the actor's home. When officers arrived at the scene, they found the front door unlocked with no signs of forced entry. As they stepped inside, they were met with a shocking sight. Hackman's body was discovered in the living room, while his wife, Betsy Arakawa, was found lying on the floor near the kitchen area. According to forensic investigators, the couple had been dead for at least 9 days before their bodies were found. This was confirmed through data from Hackman's pacemaker, which indicated that the device had stopped functioning on February 17, 2025. A particularly concerning detail was the discovery of their pet dog, which was found dead inside a closet near the bathroom, while 2 other dogs in the house were still alive. This element added to the mystery, prompting investigators to proceed with caution in determining the cause of death. Authorities conducted a thorough examination of the scene and found several suspicious details. There were no signs of a break-in or robbery, yet a bottle of medication was found open on a table near Arakawa's body, with several pills scattered around. Neither of the bodies showed signs of physical assault. Some objects in the house appeared to have been slightly disturbed. Investigators are currently conducting toxicology tests to determine whether any harmful substances were present in Hackman and Arakawa's bodies. Authorities are also exploring the possibility that an underlying health condition or a reaction to medication could have contributed to their deaths. Gene Hackman was one of Hollywood's greatest actors. He was known for his powerful performances in classics such as The French Connection, Superman, Unforgiven, and The Royal Tenenbaums. Over his career spanning more than 40 years, Hackman won 2 Academy Awards and numerous other prestigious accolades. Although he officially retired from acting in 2004, his name has remained legendary in the hearts of fans. The films he starred in have become cinematic landmarks, and his acting style has served as inspiration for generations of performers. Beyond his illustrious career, Hackman led a quiet married life with his second wife, Betsy Arakawa. The couple married in 1991 and spent their later years in seclusion at their Santa Fe residence. Following the announcement of Hackman and his wife's passing, many Hollywood stars expressed their sorrow. Veteran actor Morgan Freeman, who had worked alongside Hackman, was brought to tears while honoring him at the 2025 Academy Awards. Gene Hackman was a legend. He was not only a great actor, but also a wonderful man, Freeman said, with deep emotion. Ben Stiller, who co-starred with Hackman in the Royal Tenenbaums, shared his tribute on social media. He was a legend, someone I learned so much from. It's heartbreaking to say goodbye. Hackman's family also expressed their grief and urged authorities to clarify the cause of his death. Hackman's daughter stated that she hoped her parents passed away peacefully and without suffering. As of now, the investigation into the deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa remains ongoing. Authorities have collected numerous samples for testing in an effort to uncover the truth behind this mysterious case. Medical experts suggest that Hackman may have died from natural causes related to old age, while Arakawa's death could have resulted from medication side effects. However, this theory has yet to be officially confirmed. Some fans have even speculated about the possibility of external factors playing a role in the couple's deaths. Could something have happened inside their home? Although the exact cause of Gene Hackman and his wife's deaths is still unknown, one thing is certain. His legacy will live on in the hearts of his fans forever. Hollywood has lost a legend, but Hackman's work will continue to inspire future generations. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest actors of the 20th century, a man who dedicated his life to the art of cinema. What are your thoughts on this mysterious passing? Leave a comment below and share your opinion.
Just to get him out of the house.
We didn't ever think for 1 minute we were going to be successful to the degree that we would be famous.
I can't drop out of the mayor race.
Excuse me?
The two-time Oscar winner's final film, 2004's Welcome to Mooseport, with Ray Romano. He echoed...
Another theory is that Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa may have died as a result of a bizarre accident. It's possible that, in his weakened condition due to age, Gene Hackman fell near the back door and couldn't get up. In a panic, Betsy Arakawa may have tried to help her husband, but overdosed on sedatives. However, if this were an accident, what caused both to die at the same time without anyone noticing? Could there have been another factor accelerating the deaths, such as the interaction between the medications that Betsy Arakawa had taken? The answer remains unclear. A suspicious detail is that the door was wide open when maintenance staff arrived at the mansion. This led some people to believe that a third party may have entered the mansion before the bodies were discovered. Could someone have murdered Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa, then left the scene without leaving any traces? This theory seems more plausible when considering the strange nature of the crime scene. There were no fingerprints, no signs of forced entry, and the open door raised suspicions that the perpetrator may have used some method to erase all evidence. If this was indeed a murder, who orchestrated it, and why did they choose this moment to act? Although there were no traces of CO, some people theorize that Gene Hackman and his wife may have been poisoned with a rare toxin that investigators have yet to detect. This isn't out of the question, as there have been similar cases in history where poisons were not detectable through standard tests. If this were a poisoning, who would have done it? And what was their motive? Was there someone in Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's lives who wanted to harm them? And why choose poisoning instead of a direct attack? These questions still remain unanswered. Even though there was no suicide note, some people speculate that Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa may have planned a suicide, but tried to conceal their intentions, making it look like they were murdered. If it were indeed a suicide, why would they choose such a bizarre method of dying, without leaving any clear indication of their intent to end their lives? What's strange is that there were no signs of depression or conflicts in their lives. They had no financial issues, and there was no indication of trouble in their relationship. If this were truly a suicide, what could have prompted them to go in such a mysterious manner? This question remains one of the unresolved mysteries. A rather bizarre theory, though not to be dismissed, is whether Gene Hackman's death could be related to some kind of curse. After years of working in the film industry with mysterious and supernatural roles, could an unseen force have come down on him and his wife? While this is purely a mystical theory, there have been historical cases that science could not explain. It could just be a coincidence, but some people believe that Gene Hackman's death might be the result of an invisible force, like a curse or vengeance. Could this be a publicity stunt for an upcoming movie? Or simply a horrific coincidence? So far, everything remains a mystery. There are still many questions that haven't been answered. What really happened in Gene Hackman's mansion? Was there a conspiracy being hidden? Or was it simply an unforeseen accident? One thing is certain. This case will not be easily forgotten. The deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife remain one of the greatest mysteries in Hollywood history. People continue to hope that one day the truth will come to light, and this case will be solved. But until then, these theories will continue to captivate attention and spark public curiosity. Leave a comment and share your thoughts on this mysterious death. Is there a truth being concealed? Or was it just an unfortunate accident?
Thing where you could say murder-suicide, but it doesn't appear to have the trauma that would go with murder. You could say a joint suicide, but those things usually come with somewhat of a ritual where people will take an overdose, get in bed together, or hold hands sitting down.
You could also have an accident and a suicide.
You could have an accident and somebody saying, well, I don't want to live without him. But you have all those possibilities, and as Judy...
Chilling discovery at Gene Hackman's mansion. An unsolved mystery. The discovery of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, in their luxurious mansion in Santa Fe, New Mexico, has not only shocked Hollywood, but also sparked a flurry of mysterious theories. Gene Hackman, a legendary figure in the film industry and a two-time Oscar winner, met an unexpected and haunting end. Yet the strangest aspect of the case is not just their simultaneous deaths, but the peculiar details surrounding the crime scene. Everything seems to paint a perplexing story that challenges every investigative effort. The events began when two maintenance workers arrived at Hackman's mansion for their routine check. Upon entering the premises, they immediately sensed something was off. The front window was wide open, revealing an eerie atmosphere. Hackman's two dogs were running around in a panic, barking incessantly. However, the most unsettling discovery was another dog found dead inside a box, sending chills down anyone's spine. What caused its death? Was it connected to the fate of its owner? As they stepped inside the house, a horrifying sight greeted the two maintenance workers. A nauseating stench filled the air, indicating the severe decomposition of the bodies. Gene Hackman was found near the back door, beside his cane and glasses. His body had significantly decomposed due to the extended time before discovery. Strangely, his position suggested he might have attempted to move, trying to escape the house, but for some reason collapsed right near the exit. Betsy Arakawa, his wife, lay motionless in the bathroom. Scattered across the floor were various pill bottles, one of which was open, but it was unclear whether she had consumed the medication. Surrounding her were herbs, raising speculations that she may have tried some alternative treatment before her death. But why did the couple die in two different locations? Did Gene Hackman attempt to save his wife before collapsing? Or was there an external force behind their deaths? A notable detail was that the house contained an electric heater set to a high temperature. The initial theory suggested that the elevated heat might have expedited the decomposition, causing the bodies to deteriorate more rapidly than usual. However, the pressing question remained: who set the temperature so high? Was someone attempting to create an environment to conceal something? And if this was indeed a murder, what tactics did the perpetrator employ to ensure both died simultaneously without leaving any clear evidence? An experienced nurse, upon visiting the scene, exclaimed in shock, "In my entire career, I've handled hundreds of death cases, but I've never seen anything as strange as this. There are no signs of forced entry, no apparent injuries, and yet no reasonable explanation for why both died at the same time. This is truly baffling." Police and forensic teams immediately stepped in. Investigators checked the gas lines to determine if the couple suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning, but the results showed no signs of toxins. This hypothesis was quickly dismissed, adding to the mystery of the case. Meanwhile, Gene Hackman's daughter maintained that there might have been a gas leak that had gone undetected. But if that were the cause, why was there no trace in the measuring devices? Public opinion quickly divided. Some speculated that the couple may have used a medication they were unaware of regarding its side effects. Others suspected it could be a cleverly concealed murder, as there were too many anomalies at the scene. Could someone have infiltrated their mansion without leaving any traces? Or was there an unknown force behind their mysterious demise? To this day, the case remains officially unsolved. Investigators continue to broaden their scope, examining internal factors and acquaintances of the couple. Regardless, one undeniable truth remains. Gene Hackman, a monumental figure in cinema, departed in a way no one could have imagined. What are your thoughts on this perplexing case? Is this merely a tragic accident, or is there a hidden conspiracy waiting to be uncovered? Share your comments and join the discussion about this shocking incident.
First in 1971 for his tough-as-nails role as Detective Popeye Doyle in The French Connection.
All right, Popeye's here.
His second Oscar came in 1992 for his role as a no-nonsense town sheriff in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven.
Hell, I even thought I was dead, till I found out it was just in Nebraska. Mind over muscle.
News of his death is hitting Hollywood hard. His career, which spanned over 6 decades, winning over audiences with roles like Hoosiers in Crimson Tide.
I'm captain of this boat. You're relieved of your position.
Suspicion from family and the community. The mysterious death of Gene Hackman. Elizabeth Hackman, Gene Hackman's daughter, was one of the first to speak out about the mysterious death of her parents. She said that her father was still very healthy, despite his old age. He still did Pilates and yoga every week, and had never shown any signs of illness. That's why I can't believe he passed away so suddenly, Elizabeth shared. She especially suspects that the deaths of her parents were not accidental. Throughout his career, Hackman had maintained an admirable level of health, so his death made her question whether an external factor was involved. Elizabeth's suspicions were further supported by another detail. After her parents passed away, doctors found no clear signs of any illness. This led her and those close to her to believe that their deaths could be related to some other dangerous factor, such as toxic gases, or some environmental factor they couldn't foresee. The possibility that Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's deaths were caused by environmental factors, especially toxic gases, isn't an unreasonable hypothesis. After authorities examined Hackman's house, no signs of carbon monoxide were found, but many experts and relatives still suspect the presence of other toxins. Some researchers believe the toxic gas may not be carbon monoxide, but a type of gas that's hard to detect, like natural gas or chemicals leaking in the house. Many of Hackman's family and environmental experts think that electronic devices or old household products could have released toxic gases into the air. This hypothesis caught the attention of Hackman's relatives, as the condition of the victims' bodies showed no clear signs of an attack or injury. Some experts even suggest that toxic gases could affect the nervous system and cause death gradually without leaving any obvious traces. Gene Hackman's death sparked an outpouring of grief, not only in his family, but also in the film community. Clint Eastwood, who had worked with Hackman on the famous film Unforgiven, shared deep emotions about his friend. Gene was a legend in the film industry. He wasn't just a talented actor, but also a wonderful friend. We had great times together on set and off. I will always remember him, Clint Eastwood said emotionally. For many in the industry, Hackman was not only a great talent, but also a remarkable person. His passing was not just a huge loss to his family, but also a profound sadness for the film industry. Those who worked with him all acknowledged that Gene Hackman had a unique ability to convey emotions through every role, making him one of the finest actors in cinematic history.
When you're working with like Gene Hackman, because like he doesn't blow a take. When you're in the game with someone up to that level, you know, it automatically brings you up.
He's really a live wire on the set. I tend to take myself fairly seriously, and it loosens me up.
2 decades ago, following heart surgery, Gene spoke about his fear of dying.
The death of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, has left the community in continuous confusion about the real cause behind the incident. Although authorities have conducted investigations, they have yet to issue an official conclusion regarding their deaths. This has created an eerie silence, further unsettling those close to the couple and Hackman's fans. Many still wonder, was Hackman's death an accident? Or is there something else we don't fully understand? One of the most intriguing issues is the lack of a clear explanation from the authorities. No signs of an attack or break-in have been discovered, making the case even more baffling. This silence only adds to the suspicion and questions in the minds of their loved ones and Gene Hackman's admirers. Gene Hackman's death is not only a major loss to his family and friends, but also a mysterious event that continues to make people ponder. Throughout his career, Hackman starred in many films with mystical and thrilling elements. Therefore, could his death be part of a strange story we don't yet know? Or is this just a terrifying coincidence? Theories about Hackman's death continue to emerge, ranging from conspiracy theories to possible spiritual factors involved. While all of these remain mere speculation, the peculiar nature of the case keeps many feeling that there's an unsolved mystery. One of the strange details that keep investigators and the public thinking is the discovery that the door in Gene Hackman's mansion was wide open when maintenance staff arrived. This led people to suspect that a third party may have been present before the incident was discovered. The open door could be a sign that someone entered the mansion before the situation was realized. Could someone have been there and caused this death? Or was it an entirely accidental incident? This question still hangs in the air, prompting people to continue searching for answers. Since Gene Hackman's death was discovered, numerous questions remain unanswered. Authorities and experts are still investigating, but the truth behind his and his wife's death is yet to be clarified. Was their death an accident, or is there a conspiracy being covered up? These questions have increased the curiosity within the community. Although Gene Hackman's death leaves many unanswered questions, his legacy in the film industry will never fade. His legendary performances will continue to be loved and remembered by fans, but his death will always be part of a bigger story, an unsolved mystery. The mysterious deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa remain one of the most talked-about incidents in recent times. Is there a spiritual factor behind their deaths? Or is it simply a terrifying coincidence? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you declare it to the Office of Protocol.
I never declared anything off of the protocol.
Gene's Unforgiven co-star Clint Eastwood called him intense and instinctive.
You just shot an unarmed man.
And on the Drew Barrymore Show next Wednesday, Bill Murray shares memories filmed.
Gene Hackman's timeless legacy. From cinema legend to a quiet life and artistic pursuits, Hackman's career, lasting over 50 years, boasts a slew of legendary performances, but it's impossible to overlook two films that brought him to the pinnacle of success: The French Connection, 1971, and Unforgiven, 1992. In The French Connection, Hackman captivated audiences with his perfect portrayal of Detective Popeye Doyle, a role filled with strength and determination, earning him an Academy Award for Best Actor. In Unforgiven, Hackman's performance was a breakthrough, as he portrayed a criminal filled with contradictions, which earned him another Oscar. In addition to these two films, Hackman left a strong impression with his portrayal of Lex Luthor in Superman, 1978. Although a villain, Hackman made Luthor memorable with his sharp wit and humor. His roles always evoked strong emotions, making him unforgettable to audiences. Hackman proved himself to be one of Hollywood's finest actors, not just excelling in heroic roles, but also mastering the portrayal of villains, from intelligent criminals to complex antagonists with deep motivations. These performances have created a rich legacy with diverse roles, establishing Hackman as a versatile and talented actor whose impact will always be remembered. Apart from blockbuster hits like The French Connection and Superman, Hackman also left his mark in films like Mississippi Burning in 1988 and Enemy of the State, 1998, where he displayed his talent in complex, layered characters. What stood out about Hackman was his diversity in roles. He could be a hero, a villain, or even morally ambiguous characters. He never confined himself to a particular type of role, which is why he became one of the most versatile and talented actors in cinematic history. In 2009, when Hackman's career was at its peak, he made the decision to retire from the entertainment world due to health issues. This decision surprised many and left his fans with a sense of loss. After leaving Hollywood, Hackman moved to New Mexico, where he embraced a quiet life with his wife, Betsy Arakawa. By living closer to nature, Hackman found peace in a tranquil existence, far removed from the glitz and glamour of show business. His time in New Mexico gave him the opportunity to reset, away from the pressures of Hollywood, and rediscover relaxation through hobbies like fishing and painting. In addition to his peaceful life, Gene Hackman spent much time pursuing artistic passions he had not fully explored during his golden years in film. Hackman turned to painting and continually created art. His paintings reflected deep emotions and what he felt from the world around him, showcasing another side of himself. An artist who wasn't confined to the world of film, but was passionate about other forms of art. Through his paintings, Hackman demonstrated that art isn't just about acting on screen, but creativity in all aspects of life. His paintings were displayed at numerous exhibitions and received acclaim from art lovers. Not stopping at painting, Gene Hackman also ventured into writing. His novel, Payback at Morning Peak, 2004, displayed Hackman's impressive writing skills. This transition felt natural for Hackman, an artist always eager to express himself through different artistic avenues. His book wasn't just a thrilling story, but also a testament to his relentless creativity. Hackman shared his emotions and personal experiences through each page, creating a valuable piece of literature. With over 50 years of work, Gene Hackman earned numerous prestigious awards, including 2 Oscars for The French Connection and Unforgiven. He also received BAFTA, Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Awards, underscoring the recognition not only from the public, but also from his peers in the film industry. These awards reflected not only Hackman's exceptional talent, but also solidified his place as one of Hollywood's greatest stars. Hackman demonstrated an undeniable skill in building characters, and the awards serve as a clear testament to his unwavering dedication to the art of cinema. From his famous films to his colorful paintings, Gene Hackman always portrayed himself as a multi-talented artist. He was not only a movie star, but also a painter, a writer, and a creator with boundless creativity. His life stands as a testament to an individual who relentlessly pursued his artistic passions, proving that art exists in many forms. When Gene Hackman passed away, Hollywood mourned his loss. However, his legacy will never fade. The films he was a part of will forever live in the hearts of fans, and his artwork will remain a timeless imprint in the history of art. Hackman was not just a movie star, but a symbol of creativity and unceasing dedication. He showed the world that art knows no limits, and what he left behind will live on through time. Share your thoughts on the extraordinary legacy that Gene Hackman has left behind. Thank you for visiting our channel. We truly appreciate your support and hope that the captivating stories from the world of Hollywood will bring you an enjoyable experience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest videos. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss any exciting content from us. Thank you for being with us.